Hey, this is Sky, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I just want to make a quick video and talk about a little trick to success that I have used for many, many years, more than 20 years. There's a way to manifest things in your life, to manifest your dreams. And if you don't have dreams, you need to get some. If you don't have dreams, something's fucking wrong with you. Go sit down somewhere and come up with some goddamn dreams. We all should have dreams and goals. And the way to accomplish that stuff isn't by holding your breath or by just showing up to work every day and then just crossing your fingers that everything will work out. You have to take active steps towards those dreams. So recognizing the process of how manifestation of goals works is essential, because it's not difficult to understand. It's not magic. Not understanding it, you kind of feel like a chicken with their head cut off, where you run around bumping into things until you just flop on the ground and die from bleeding to death. And if you've never cut a live chicken's head off, that's what happens. So it's good to know how things work. It's just simple. It's good to know how your car works. It's good to know how, various things work in order to understand how to operate that shit. So in order to manifest your goals, there is basically a 3-step process, and it is thought, word, and deed. So this is the thought is the idea. That's what you sit around and think about. I want to start a business. I want to find love. I want to go on this vacation. Whatever your goal is, it could be anything. I want to obtain this sort of inner peace. You could come up with thousands of goals. I don't have to list what goals are for you, but you get the idea. And you come up with that clear thought about it. Think about that shit all the time. Think about every aspect of that goal. Plot and scheme on that goal. Kick it around to where it forms into a ball. Imagine it in your head so clearly. So if you're imagining a business, think about every single aspect of it. Don't just think, I want to be a businessman or an entrepreneur someday and stop there. Don't just think, I want to own my own store, whatever your business idea is, and stop there. Imagine the store. Imagine the sign out front. Imagine every single item in there. Imagine the customers that you deal with on a daily basis. Imagine taking that money out of the cash register every day with a smile on your face, putting it in your bank, in your safe, and doing your computer work and feeling very accomplished that, man, I did it. Think about all that shit. You haven't even started yet. You're just in the thinking stage. You're doing step 1. I kick a business plan around in my head to where it has to happen. It's so tight. I got this idea so tight, it feels like it's already happened. And then making the next step is easier. The next step after the thought is the word. The word is how you speak it out of your mouth to others. The word is when you put it from your head and you spit it out into the universe. What you say is really important. There's an old saying, watch what you say, be careful of what you ask for, these types of things. Because what you say, every word that you're speaking goes out into the universe. That sound travels. The energy that you put behind those words goes out into the universe. The universe responds to what you request of it. Learning to request, make very clear requests to the universe is a very powerful skill. Not everybody understands it. Some people wonder why their prayers never are answered, why their desires are never manifested. And in part, it's because they're sending very confusing, mixed messages to the universe, and the universe does not know how to respond with that person. So you speak the thought that you had. You start talking, say if we're going to talk about business, we're going with that model again, you start talking about the business plan that you formed. You talk about it to everybody. You bounce these ideas off of people, and if it's a good idea, make sure you're careful with some of it, because fools out there will steal your idea. But so you got to be careful. Talk with it, that kind of stuff, with your most trusted people that aren't going to fuck you over, or screw with you, whatever. And the final one is deed. Your action. You have to start taking action. So if it's the business plan, you've already kicked the idea around in your head so much. You've formed every aspect of that business. You've thought about your supply chains. You've thought about, how often you're going to re-up on product, how many times a week you'll go to the bank. You've thought about how much money you're going to make, how you're going to spend that money. You've thought about every aspect of this business before you've even said anything. Speaking about it will form that even more, to where it's actually a real thing now. It's not just a thought. You've put this energy ball out in the universe. Taking a step towards it is like building a brick wall. Every little brick you do is another step. Soon enough, you have this impenetrable brick wall. Soon enough, you've built this whole house that'll never be able to be blown down by the wind, and you feel very accomplished. So each deed you take towards those words that you've spoke and the thoughts that you've thunk is really important. And these 3 steps, thought, word, and deed, can help you manifest anything that you can dream up. Any goal that you have, this is how you do it. These are the first steps to doing it. Thought, word, and deed. So, just food for thought. Thanks for listening.